There is so much noise about how to begin voice acting. People telling you that you have to buy this specific mic or else, or work with this specific coach. But how do you start your journey into voice acting in 6 easy steps? Let's talk about it. Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. My name is Nico Austin Smith, and my channel is focused on bringing transparency and information to the acting industry. If you're interested in voiceover work, if you're interested in commercial work, theatrical work, I got you. This is your channel. I have a playlist called New to Acting. Start here. So if that's you, this playlist is specifically curated to you and your needs. So if all that sounds good to you, let's continue on our acting journey together. And I am trying out this new microphone, the Rode NT1 mic that I had stopped working for my iPhone. So here we are with this mic. I hope it sounds okay. I guess I won't really know till I'm editing. Either way, let's continue. The first thing I would recommend is asking yourself why you want to be a voice actor in the first place. Have people told you that you have a nice voice and that you should do it? Have you always been fascinated by making voices and characters? Do you love animation? Or do you want diversity in your streams of income as an actor? Figuring out why you want to become a voice actor is probably the first step I'd recommend. Number 2, knowing what type of voice work you want to get into. Here's a list of some of the main ones: commercial, animation, audiobook narration, video games / interactive, and promo. I'm sure we've all heard a commercial with a voiceover in it, seen an animated show or movie, listened to an audiobook, or played a video game with voices in it. But what about promo? Promo is basically the promotion of shows. So you might hear something like coming up next, etc., whatever. So what type of voice work sounds most interesting to you? What do you think you would have the most fun with? Keep in mind, with video game or interactive voiceover, there can often be an element of motion capture or performance capture where you don the suit and you have dots on your face sometimes and a camera in your face, and you actually act out the video game in your body. They capture that and lay your voice on top of what they animate, which is so fun. I just got to experience that this past year. More on that project later. Number 3, once you've decided what type of voiceover work you want to do, I'd study up on those specific sounds of that industry. Like if you wanted to dive into audiobooks, I'd listen to audiobooks and know some of the famous narrators in that industry. Did you know there's awards for audiobooks called the Audies Awards? And they're actually coming up on March 4th of this year. Listen to what these narrators do. What genre or audiobooks do you want to narrate? What fits your voice best? You can do the same with commercial voiceovers. Close your eyes and listen to commercials. What's the vibe? What types of brands would fit your voice best? Who are the top commercial VO casting directors? Dive in and do some research. Number 4, now that you know exactly what you want to do to start a career in voiceover, I'd say you can look into developing a home studio. Now, don't freak out. This process may take you a minute, but you can do it very inexpensively. I converted this closet back here into a voiceover studio for under, I think, $700, and it took me about a year to do it. If you'd like more details about how I did that, what technology I use, what mic I use, if I use an interface or not, drop a comment down below and I can do an in-depth tour of that space. But if you don't have the space for that or the money for that, that is completely fine. Get you a good mic, which can be anywhere from $50 to $100 on the less expensive side. Throw a blanket over your head, go into a closet that has clothes, and record. That's how I started. The reason eventually having a home studio is important is because oftentimes you'll be working from home. When you book a job, they won't necessarily offer you a studio to go to. They would much rather prefer you having a home studio so you can record and work from home, and it's just easier for everybody all around. And when you're working from home, you'll also be auditioning from home, and you want your home studio to sound competitive. You want your home studio to make your auditions sound incredible, because when you audition, you'll be going up against people that have amazing home studios, like way better than what I have, and you want the sound to at least sound professional. It's just something to think about. This sun is so pretty. Number 5, getting some training. Now, if you're a SAG-AFTRA member, the SAG-AFTRA Foundation has SAG Voiceover Lab classes, which are free, and they cover all aspects of voiceover: commercial, narration, promo, home studio basics, how to work a specific DAW, which is anything that you record with, like Audacity or Twisted Wave or what have you. So I'd highly recommend checking these out. If you're not a SAG-AFTRA member, no sweat. Find a coach that works for you. Do some research on voiceover studios and coaches in your area, look at reviews, and find a coach that specifies in the voice work that you want to do. Again, be sure to look at reviews and be aware of scams. You could also send your auditions or your mock auditions off to industry friends, actor friends, professionals that you know, and get their opinion. Does this mock audition, sound like it could be a commercial? Does this animated character sound real? Would you watch this show? And try to get some feedback that way. Or even start a voiceover group with some fellow actors. The possibilities are endless. Number 6. Okay, after all of that, I'd say it's finally time to look for some representation. If you are already repped, chances are they actually might have a voiceover department. So ask your rep to connect you. That's exactly what I did, because I have a great relationship with one of my reps, and the specific rep has relationships with the people in the voiceover department at this agency. So I just kind of whoop doop doop hopped on over to that. And I didn't need to have a demo reel for that, which can be costly. So a demo reel for voiceover is basically a culmination of some voiceover work that you've done that highlights your skills and what type of work you want to be doing. Generally speaking, if you are looking for a rep in the voiceover world, you will need to send them a demo first so that they could hear exactly what you sound like and what kind of work you've done before. And usually it can be pretty costly to get this developed and recorded and produced if you go to a service. But if you have a home studio, it's probably something you can record yourself. But I would advise you just to listen to other voiceover demo reels first to get a feel of what they sound like. And if you're wondering where to find those, you can go to the voiceover department page of usually any agency that has a voiceover department, and usually they have our clients, and there'll be links to some of their demo reels. This way, you'll know how long your voiceover demo should be, you'll know what quality and production quality you should be striving for, etc. I'd hate for you to send out a demo reel that isn't competitive. All of this to say, any new aspect of the acting industry that you want to dive into will require research, patience, and yes, money. But it can also provide you with a different stream of income for when your theatrical work or your commercial work, whatever usually brings you in money, is a bit slower. So happy researching, and I will see you all in a new video Thursday after next. Bye.